Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking about a new addition to my collection that took me a couple years to get, but finally was able to add it to my collection. And I'm talking about one of the rarest games in the world. Okay, what game? Well, first, make sure you subscribe to the channel here, YouTube channel, to get notified of other videos, and also link down below to my Facebook group, Video Game Fans, where we can go and talk and share quite a bit more about this game and other cool items in the community. So this game has a really interesting story, and it's the most infamous PlayStation 3 game there is. Okay, this game was originally intended to be released in November 2010. It made it to stores, and then it got recalled back before any copies were sold. Now think about that. Spend all the money developing the game, print it, ship it, and then call it back. Wow. That's unheard of and extremely expensive to do. And the game I'm talking about is NBA Elite 11. There are only 8 to 10 copies known to have made it out into the wild. This is one of them. This game was riddled with bugs. There were so many bugs in this game that at that last moment, Electronic Arts, EA, decided to pull it and not to sell the game. But some copies made it out and ended up being resold. Okay. Now, how bad is it? Well, let's take a look. NBA Elite 11. Wow, I'll tell you what, it's been a long time coming to get to this these screens and be able to share these this gameplay with you all. So it starts out with a standard type, a little intro cutscene, and you know, considering the time frame this game was made, the graphics are pretty decent. And really, this was the step where EA was trying to make a big step change in the franchise that they were carrying NBA Live into the modern gaming at that area, the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and to start highlighting some of the better graphic capabilities. But this was also a bit of an adventure game for them, where they were also experimenting with some new control styles for the game. Now, in the main menu, there's a bunch of different options, from the standard type play, dynasty mode, legendary mode, practice, seasons. I mean, this game was really cooked to be a full-on ensemble game. So I'm jumping into a little bit of the gameplay here, and we're doing a little playoff scene here. The graphics pretty decent for the time. Again, not bad considering the steps we're going in through. Always loved curiosity, or loved the insertion of advertising and name brands from different companies, and you can see the T-Mobile plug-in there. And let's see if we can spot some of the little defects that this game carries and some of the bugs. Now, for this gameplay through, honestly, it didn't run into any of the major bugs, but if you pay attention, you'll see some slight bugs in it. The controls are not easy. I'm not huge or that great in basketball games, but the way they put these controls definitely increases the degree of challenge. And what they were trying to do is they were trying to make it so that it wasn't simply a button timing game, but a little bit of a skill set on how you balance a little bit of some of the controls to manage and control the ball throughout the game. Interesting idea, just I don't think that controls were mature enough or didn't pan out for this one. But if you pay attention again through some of the animations of the characters, is where you start to see a little bit of some of the bugs of how some of the characters behave. You'll see a little sometimes some of the characters kind of just slide on the ground. The other thing you'll notice is if you pay attention to the background stands, You know, they started to animate a little bit more of the models in the background, but there's still so much repetition at this point of the audience in the background. Again, some small details. And, you know, people at this point we're also being a little bit hypercritical of the game because it's notoriety. You know, it's still a playable game, and it's interesting to play through this for sure. Now, as part of this video, I also went and grabbed one of the most notorious bugs there is for this game. And here you can see one of the players get stuck in the center of the court, Andrew Bynum. And he stands like that, and he just won't move. Great bug. Now, this one copy that I got, and I'll open it up here, is actually a full complete copy, which is pretty cool and even rare because it comes with the manual and all the different inserts that came with this game. So it is a full copy. The other cool thing about this is originally this game was supposed to have NBA Jam also distributed through it. And here's a code for NBA Jam. So this by itself is already a rare item. Really excited to have this in my collection. I've been trying to get this game for a couple different years, but wasn't successful until finally now. And now with this, I can truly say I have a full complete collection of PlayStation 3 games. Now, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, link down below, and to like the video, but also to join the Facebook group Video Game Fans. Would love to hear your thoughts. If you've ever had the opportunity to take a look at some of the videos or place this gem of a game, would love to hear it. You know, and one of the things that comes to mind about this game, it truly makes one reflect about some of the development that we're going through nowadays on current games. We have a lot of games that are being released out in the wild with a lot of bugs, and they do so, the publishers nowadays do so, because they know that they can patch the game right at day one or a little bit later on, and that gives them a little bit more flexibility than before. But to counter that, we're seeing more and more products be shipped out with some major bugs, and it's kind of disappointing that the industry is headed a little bit that way, especially, you know, as games get older and they come offline. Eventually some of these patches are not going to be available online once these console generations die, and it leaves in question the playability of some of these games afterwards. I really hope that the industry addresses that a little bit more, but nonetheless, I think it'll work itself out in the end, especially as, you know, we end up rewarding companies with buying their product or not. I think that's ultimately the decision point on whether a company adopts that. One of the latest franchises to be going through a similar experience is Battlefield 2042, and I understand that they're patching and fixing the game, but it's definitely tarnished the reputation of that publisher. So I hope companies learn from these experiences and really provide better products. But going back to this video, happy to have this in my collection, and I hope you enjoy the video.